It reminds me of another fisherman who came upon a would-be disciple named Peter. And Peter was washing his nets. And he'd been in a recession because he'd been fishing all night and he didn't have anything to show for it. Is there anybody in here who's ever felt like you've been working and ain't got nothing to show for it? He had been fishing all night and was about to hang up his nets. But when Jesus saw him, Jesus said, push out a little bit deeper. And he says, you don't understand. I've been working all night and I ain't got nothing to show for it. I'm tired and I'm about ready to hang up my nets. And Jesus said, no, I need you to push out a little deeper. And Peter said, well, even though you're a carpenter, I heard you're preaching and it seems like you know what you're talking about. So I'll push out a little bit deeper. And when he pushed out a little bit deeper and threw his nets out a little bit deeper, he pulled his nets and he caught so many fish that his nets began to tear. And he bowed down and called his friends over to help him out because he gave him a blessing that he didn't have room enough to receive. And he told Jesus, get away from me because I'm not worthy to be around you. And Jesus said, drop your nets and follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. What I stopped by to tell somebody tonight who's been fishing all night and you feel like hanging up your nets, you feel like throwing in the towel, I stopped by to tell you that the carpenter told me to tell all the fishermen and women, push out a little bit deeper. I know it don't make sense. I know it don't look like you're going to be productive. But if you push out into the deep, Jesus is going to give you a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive. I'm talking to somebody tonight that's watching on the internet, watching in the church, listening in the chairs, and you felt like giving up. You felt like crying. You felt like rolling over. But Jesus said, push out just a little deeper. Push out just a little further. Get another job. What? Get another job. What? Go a little bit further. And when you do what Jesus tells you to do, he'll give you a blessing that won't make sense. I need somebody in here to speak prophetically to your neighbor and tell them, push out just a little bit further. Push out just a little bit further. I know you've been fishing all night, but a breakthrough is right around the corner. Don't give up the fight. Don't throw in the towel. Weeping may endure for the night, but joy is about to come around the corner. High five 3 people and say, I've got nothing to complain about. I've had some good days. I've had some bad days. I've had some hills to climb. But now when I look back over my life, I realize that all my good days outweigh my bad days. And I won't complain. He dried all my tears away. When I felt like sitting down, he raised me up. When I felt like feeling sorry for myself, he put joy on the inside. Is there anybody in here that can go on and give God a victory shout? Is there anybody in here that can rejoice in the Lord always? Again, I'll say, rejoice.